and steal the undefeated world. Fucking hell. And steal. I need to look at the camera. Don't look at that. And steal the undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Welcome back to the Talking Sports Traders podcast. My name's Sean. I am the better looking half of the two Talking Sports Traders podcast. I am going to be reviewing the fight last night between Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte. As you can see by the title, it wasn't that good. I mean, it wasn't really. Fair enough, all those people that turned out and 90-something thousand people at Wembley, I'm sure it was an amazing show. Some great undercard fights too. It was just a little bit of an anticlimax, I would say. Tyson Fury did everything he needed to do. I mean, he jabbed the Whyte's head off for 6 rounds, and well, we saw what happened. Put him on the floor with an uppercut, which, quite frankly, I'm surprised he didn't throw earlier. But Dillian Whyte's tactics, I don't know what his corner was thinking. It was really strange. If we start from the walkout, great walkout. Didn't take too long. I thought Tyson Fury's walkout was a little bit too long. He milked that too much. I think there has to be a rule in boxing, though, because, we're talking about big guys who probably take a good couple of hours to warm up for this huge boxing match we're about to have. Only for whoever walks out first then has to stand in the ring for 15 minutes waiting for the other guy to come out. I think Tyson Fury had about 5 songs before he got to the ring. Either way, good show. BT Sport were a lot better than Sky, actually, which we're starting to get used to now. You can see that they are improving. The sound, the quality, the HD on the footage that they were filming was unbelievable, especially for Tyson's walkout. You should definitely go check that out. If we talk about what happened in the fight, sorry, just to confirm, Dillian Whyte, you've been moaning for 2 years about not being given a shot at a title fight. You're given a shot, plenty of time to practice, to understand some tactics in terms of how you're going to go into the fight, and you come out in the first round in southpaw. What are you doing, my friend?
Oh, best friends forever and ever. Oh, friend!
I don't claim to be a boxing expert. I've probably got about 15 seconds of fighting time left in my life, and I'm going to save it in case someone cuts in front of me at McDonald's or something like that.
Ooh, you're hard, showing off.
However, why did you come out southpaw? All your previous fights, all your previous knockdowns, you've never been in southpaw. All your knockdowns come with that massive right hand. What do you think you're going to do? You're going to knock Tyson Fury out with a left hand, a left overhand, or a left hook, or what? You're going to jab him for a whole round, and then suddenly you feel tired? We are talking about the world heavyweight champion, arguably the greatest boxer of all time in that weight division, in any weight division. We are talking about Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, the guy who got smashed by Wilder, arguably the hardest hitting pound for pound boxer in the world, and got straight back up. So you're going to come out southpaw, and then what? What are we going to do? Jab him off or hit him with a left arm hook? You're not going to do nothing. You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing.
Shut your fucking mouth, you'll do nothing. You'll do fucking nothing. Not one of you will do nothing.
I get that you have you're carrying a lot of sort of muscle, body fat, whatever you want to call it, but surely there has to be some form of endurance training where you can sort of prepare for this type of thing. Obviously, it's not easy, like when you find sparring partners, preparing yourself for Tyson Fury, because we're talking about a guy who's built like a brick shithouse. There must be something that a boxer can do to prepare for the endurance. I get it's not easy fighting Tyson, who is just jabbing you in the face every 2 seconds, and it probably messes with your equilibrium a little bit. In between every round, we could hear probably 2 or 3 rounds where Whyte's corner were talking to him, and they were telling him, you have to get in, You have to get closer, break through the guard, and then start swinging. He was too far away. Tyson's corner were brilliant. Sugar Hill is an absolute genius. I thought it was slightly strange how many people Tyson actually had in his corner. Like, that entourage was huge. I think Whyte's going to walk away from this really disappointed. I am quite glad that they didn't have a rematch clause in the contract. I think that Whyte needs to go away, have a couple more fights in preparation for this. I do honestly believe that Whyte has the potential to be a world champion, just not while Tyson Fury is holding those belts. It'll be interesting to see what happens. The Boxing Federation have definitely got a lot of things to consider going forwards. Having said that, Tyson Fury gave us a little sing-song at the end. Probably one of his better vocal performances, I would say. And he also announced a retirement and then brought in Francis Ngannou and said that they were going to have a match. They asked whether it would be UFC or boxing. I mean, quite frankly, I don't really know. I think it has to be boxing, but part of me would like to see Tyson Fury in a UFC ring. I do think either one has a massive advantage, whether it's in the boxing or in a UFC ring in the octagon. If Tyson Fury retires, as much as it pains me to say it, I think he should. I am also slightly gutted that we haven't seen Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury yet. Mainly because Anthony Joshua's been pissing around with Usyk. Who knows? I think it's going to be interesting. If Joshua can beat Usyk, that means they're probably going to have a trilogy fight. It's even more time for Tyson to wait. If Usyk wins again, maybe he'll want to fight Tyson. It's going to be a tough one. If I was Tyson, I would take the 30 million he made off the fight last night, and I would run off to the Bahamas and live out of one of your 17 yachts. We also saw Tyson's brother Tommy fight, called out Jake Paul. He fought a guy who, quite frankly, just didn't look like he wanted to be in there. I saw a tweet on Twitter, actually. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is, yeah. Someone tweeted saying, fucking hell, just turned on Tommy Fury fight and his opponent cut my hair last week. Like, literally fought a barber. Like, he literally fought a barber. I get it, he needs those fights. It's good experience for him. You know, a lot of people in that stadium, well, there wasn't when he was fighting, but a lot of people in that stadium, it gets him some more rounds under his belt. Do I think he beats Jake Paul? I don't know. Do I want him to? 178% yes. I think Jake Paul has sort of conned his way into the ring. I think that I feel slightly sorry for those boxers who have worked their way up, and because they're not as famous as the likes of Jake Paul, they're then able to go ahead and fight ex-UFC stars and basketball players and all this stuff. I would like to see Jake fight a real boxer, and I think it'd be a great step up for Tommy too. Dillian Whyte, practice, train, fight some more bums. Do not ever come out southpaw again. Keep the walk-ons on. Please subscribe, check out us on Twitter. We had a big winner, and we've also got a big podcast coming out this week as well, so check it out. Thank you very much. I love you. Goodbye.